Hi friends, today I want to discuss my predictions for what will happen in US immigration in 2026. I sat down just like I did late in the year last year, and I said to myself, okay, these were the changes in the US immigration field due to this administration's policies in 2025. What is likely to happen in 2026? If you want to hear this video and more just like this, become a subscriber, share this video, and give us a like. And we're going to start talking about the predictions that I have for 2026 right now. My name is Marina Shepelsky. I'm an immigration lawyer with 22 years of experience in immigration law. We practice in all of the courts in all of the states in the United States. And I think that next year, I predict 2 million of immigrants, or maybe a little bit more, will self-deport using Trump's CBP One or CBP Home system, where they're offered a stipend. A lot of people are losing hope. They don't think anything good is going to happen to them if they stay here, and they're leaving on their own. They're self-deporting. So I think about 2 million will self-deport, maybe more in next year. I'm hoping that USCIS will allow all USCIS forms to be able to be filed online, to be uploaded online, and they will expand their online portal. And this will help us save on having to send everything by overnight courier. And even then, USCIS losing a certain percentage of cases, just losing them. Like they'll never find some cases that they do. So once you know how to upload it, you'll have proof that you uploaded, you have proof of what you uploaded, you'll have a case number immediately. That will help a lot. More cases will be quickly processed in 2026 because I definitely see the tendency of expediting now with processing times. So processing times are getting less. That's great news. Things will get done faster with USCIS next year. On the other hand, I also expect more denials by USCIS. They will be denying a lot because they no longer must or have to issue requests for evidence if they're missing some documents that they think they need from you, or if they need something additional, or if they need some clarification. So now they have the power to just deny your case, and we're going to see a lot of denials next year from USCIS, forcing you to appeal or refile. Illegal border crossings at the Mexican border will fall even more. Right now, they're the lowest they've been since 1970, and that's already a number from October 2025. And I think in 2026, it's going to fall even more. The Remain in Mexico policy will stay. It's going to still be there next year for people who somehow miraculously do manage to file for asylum at the US border. They will have to wait in Mexico to be approved, and only if they pass the credible fear interviews, which will probably take a long time to wait for, just to make it hard for you, then they will be allowed to enter the US. We will see a lot of federal lawsuits to challenge the major policy changes by this administration. For example, the administration's burning desire to end birthright citizenship. We're going to see civil rights organizations keep suing and suing the government for these changes. Some will stick, some will not stick. So hopefully bad things will not stick next year. We will see refugee and humanitarian admissions to the US sharply cut down. They're asking for only 7,500 people to be allowed to come in as refugees in 2026, and I can see that being approved. We will see bond hearings for people who are detained by ICE further restricted and eliminated for many immigrants, reducing the opportunity to go home while you're in detention with ICE and going through your process if they detained you. Increased ICE arrests and around courthouses, inside courthouses, outside courthouses will be seen in 2026. Oh, by the way, I see them hiring a lot more people to work in ICE, to work in USCIS. I think that USCIS is going to actually start to use their weapons that they're allowed to have now, arresting people, putting handcuffs people by themselves right at the interview or during their field investigations. Not ICE, USCIS I'm talking about. More military judges are going to come in to fill the shortage of immigration judges, and they will be deporting people more, approving people less, issuing a lot less nuanced decisions with a lot less time for careful review. They're not trained for very delicate, intricate, intellectual decisions in the military. They're trained for different things. The administration will impose stricter deadlines and quotas on judges, pressuring them to issue quick rulings rather than spending time and giving people opportunities and fully evaluating claims. They will figure out how to charge people the $100 a year renewal fee annually every year next year, I think. And they will enforce it, and they will dismiss cases where people can't figure out how to pay that annually. But it's not existing as of yet. But I think in 2026 it will happen. I think the BIA, the Board of Immigration Appeals, will continue the trend of narrowing down the scope of the 5 asylum protected categories. So it will get harder and harder to win asylum in court because there's new precedent from the BIA saying, hey, you're not eligible, and you're not eligible because maybe the government didn't persecute you directly. A lot more hearings will be fast-tracked, and asylum access generally will be restricted more in 2026. Let's finally talk about the EB1 talent green card and the EB2 also talent professional green card for people with high education and outstanding abilities, and the national interest waiver visas. We will see criteria for EB1, extraordinary ability, outstanding researchers, multinational executives, to become stricter, narrower, more tough evidence standards, more audits, and higher thresholds for extraordinary definition, like what's extraordinary, to limit approvals. So less approvals next year. EB2 visa, advanced degree, exceptional ability, including national interest waiver, may see reductions in the scope of exceptional ability with more emphasis on aligning with this administration's priorities, meaning people that the administration wants, like infrastructure professionals, energy professionals, STEM professionals, they will continue to be approved. People in arts or anything like flimsy that they might think that is not very serious, like that, is probably not going to get approved and will be denied. Priority backlogs for EB2 will likely get worse, not better. That means EB2, even if approved, will have to wait for a long time, and some of these dates might be retrogressed. But I also think maybe they'll give STEM like a separate category so you could get ahead of the line. Okay, that's all I wanted to say for my predictions for 2026. I hope you guys like this video. I hope you share it, and I hope this piqued your curiosity and answered some questions for what to expect. Sometimes it's better to know the future. This way you're not going to be afraid of it, right? Anyway, I hope you call us, you schedule a consultations to figure out how to legalize yourself in 2026 in the United States. I'm Marina Shepelsky with Shepelsky Law Group. See you later. Bye-bye.